Welcome everyone to Logan, Utah and the Beehive State. We're
Logan,
here at Maverick
Utah,
Stadium,
Beehive
home to the Utah State Aggies,
Let's
and
go.
eager for this clash. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football soon.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Sampson. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the San Jose State Spartans offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He leaves it with his back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He looks that one in nicely. The Spartans have enough for the first down.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a free.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to move.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, they wanted this guy catching the ball on the right side of the field. They could have just lined him up over there, but they didn't that time. He started off on the left side. He crossed the defense and made the catch on the right side of the field.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Great job by the QB just avoiding a negative play. I know you don't come away with a big completion, but he should have got sacked. I don't know how he was able to get out of that. Great individual effort by him.
Feeling some heat. Buys a little time with his feet. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
They're going to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
On first and goal, let's see what Utah State calls.
42 Spider. 4-2.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for the offense. Back to throw, it's Sampson. Fires to the end zone. And he intercepts it.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Should be.
Handoff to the lone back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his
Lucky
hands.
dog.
Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner is stopped. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Offense set on 1st down. To throw, it's Sampson. Looking to buy time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC would be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes.
What
Nice
a job
catch.
to lay out and make the catch.
Nice catch.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one.
He
He knew the
bobbled that,
quarterback
too.
was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And he finds some
Good
solid
juke.
space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
That's what's so great about these
Juke.
QB runs. They just chip
No
away
juice.
at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep 3rd downs manageable for this offense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The Aggies get the 1st down.
I'll say, watching this offense,
First
one
down.
of the things you
First
have to be
down.
really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back was one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Throwing right. It's complete. They get him down with this
Somebody
offense
come back
set
to the
up
ball.
1st and goal from the 9.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed.
Into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Spartans will keep this drive going.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Quick completion
Don't break
to the
that
right.
up.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react to the play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He makes the connection. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. The back goes in motion. He's looking to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Pulls it in. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The play action fake. Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Spartans. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Cal just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Berkeley. They'll enjoy this one all week. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This offense has a second down play. Dropping back, it's Sampson. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They
My bad
with
defense.
some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
My bad.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Unloads it downfield. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
The back shoulder
The San
did
Jose
not
State
work.
offense is back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
It's complete on the right side.
Here I go.
Really
I'm
nice
freaking
job there by
got a
both guys to
14
throw and the catch to
Just
work
get a
that defense
page.
and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Okay.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. He's got his
You
man.
can rain for days.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They want to just keep throwing it. Got his man down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, he chews up yards. That was really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you could tell he's got some ability to make big plays. Thank goodness they got him on the ground, and it wasn't a bigger play than it could have been.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field. So now a 49-yarder from the right hash.
Sure.
Good right
Sure
down the
he
boulevard. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. Back to pass, it's Sampson trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think. So O-line's got to step up.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sideline.
Dumb play call.
His best work.
Puts us just in a funk.
San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Trying to find his man on first down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he's got it. Touchdown, San Jose State.
Played the route.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Should have done it.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Utah State, 14. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Aggies are rolling down the field. Extending the play. Makes the grab on the shuffle.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this
Running
offense.
for my life out
The
here.
Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the rhythm.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Block.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Touchdown, Utah State. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Let's see if they can turn.
Coming out with it, it's Allen. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
To the air on first down. Intercepted.
Yes, sir.
He was hoping to make something out of that return.
Yes, sir.
First down at the 39.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Sampson. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He wants it all. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Utah State. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure coming. He's got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Leaves it with the back. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
Give me play.
Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And it's been a battle of wills between these 2 teams through 2 quarters. Bend but don't break. They've managed to neutralize the explosive playmakers on each side by shutting down passing windows and providing tight coverage. Forget the Jimmys and Joes. This second half could really be about the X's and O's.
The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here after the 1st drive of the 2nd.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things.
He's off to the races. The 40. The 20. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, San Jose State.
Crazy.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeeze. And a lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your 1st.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. He just terrorizes quarterbacks. His 30th sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never
big
stopped.
rush.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback...
Unleashes one deep. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good
Get
return
one
on the interception.
back, baby.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And down he goes back at the 3.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are
I bet we get a
aggressive,
flag
and they can
right.
win one-on-one.
Bet.
You saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up.
Afterburner's coming. He's inside the 40.
Schmel,
He's at the 20.
you later.
Take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Aggies.
What an enormous play, the 99-yard touchdown pass. But Palmer, when you're in that end zone and you're backed up and you can take a safety, what's going through your head?
Oh, man, your clock's going on. You know you got to get the football out quick, but I'll tell you, you're also licking your chops because you know in this area of the field, you probably have one-on-one opportunities to the outside. So if you get time and you're able to make an accurate throw, you can hit pay dirt, and they just did right there, going 99 yards to the crib.
San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
No.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's loose down the middle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy?
Going to be
open
game
down
over,
the red
but
zone?
apparently
You know
not.
the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Right back to the well. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26.
This quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
He's right on target. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll play it safe and try for 3. That is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Oh my.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. Offense gets set for second down.
Gosh.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short.
Down.
Got it, looking for a first. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to feel the button, see if he can give his offense better field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36.
Bueno.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play.
I can't run the ball without getting a flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Sampson. Complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. He makes the grab. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. This Utah State offense has it going. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back.
Yo.
Where his hole is.
What up?
Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get
Should've
it out
been
of his
picked.
hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On third down, going up top.
Gosh, I missed it.
Coming after it. They're bringing heat. Touchdown, Aggie!
I missed the
And they
touchdown.
take it in for 6 more points.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on third down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage. There, make the stop at the 19. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop form or get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Laid on the trigger.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Shows him the stiff arm. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Trying play action.
Who's open? Who's open? Who's open?
Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And
Hope
the
we got some
Spartans will
corners
have it
in
first
the
and 10.
class. I think we do.
Looking to move it through the air. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Give to the single back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
No good.
Let's go.
Field goal leaves goes with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown.
Makes the catch down the right side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tuggle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Floats it out in space. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Well, that was a quick
Utah
3 and
State
out.
will be forced to send out the punt team.
Or,
This
first
will be
down
the
now.
2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return.
Intense.
The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
This is the moment for this offense to put the drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball in your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Firing to the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before. He gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And
Oh
it's
my
his
gosh.
4th interception of the night. Got room on the
Oh,
return.
man, take it
And they'll
back.
close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were
How's
coming.
that happen?
Broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That was crazy.
On 1st down, here comes this
That's
offense.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Touchdown, Utah State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Utah State. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be over. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nowhere close on
Bringing
that
the
one as
funk.
he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly complete. And more yards after contact. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There have been few obstacles.
Put it in the
offense.
cooler.
They are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
It's complete to the left. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. The offense set for a 1st down play. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It's complete. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, San Jose.
One more play to pad the stats.
42, Spider. 4, go.
Wants to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having to chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw
Yeah,
both of these
13
offenses put on a show
interceptions,
today,
too.
Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
5 picks.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire
that.
broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Five different touchdowns. 6 receivers. Pretty good. Pretty strong there. Strong. Two. Hit the bed, hit the hay. He's close. I have to look at the rule. I have to sitting. He's gone for the year. That gone. That's a huge loss. It's a big loss. Oh man. 90 overall too.